See
Denise Richards and the lovely
Lulu. Welcome back to another All Things Home. We talk about all the things around your home and in your home.
Up and down and around, in and out, to the street.
All of it. And we're glad you joined us today on our video because this is probably going to be my favorite video of all times because of what we're going to talk about today, which is pretty interesting. Now, if you missed last week, do me a favor. I forgot to mention this last time. Well, I mentioned at the end of the video, so I want to mention at the beginning this time, and that is like and subscribe. People need to go ahead and do that real quick.
Please.
Real quick. We'll pause for just a second until you do that.
Okay, 1 second.
All right,
okay.
Thank you. Thank you for liking and subscribing to that. We appreciate you doing that. And last week's video, we had a very interesting subject matter that we talked about. We talked about homes in high opportunity areas, which I had not heard of before, and how they sell for a huge amount more. So if you want to know about that, high opportunity areas.
I think you did a great job, too, explaining what high opportunity areas actually means. I had no idea either.
I really did do a good job.
Great episode.
It was a great episode. I completely agree. I think I talked most of it, and it was really, really good.
You typically do.
I do. That's true. I'd like to know the percentages on how much I talk compared to how much you talk. It's probably, I'd be embarrassed to see it. Don't anybody tell us how much it is. So if you want to see that video, check it out. But today is an interesting day because we have 3 national holidays we're going to talk about today.
We do.
Tell everybody one of them.
Very exciting. Well, this would be my favorite one, would be National Waffle Day.
Oh, National Waffle Day. How many of you guys out there like waffles?
Ooh.
What do you like to put on your waffles? My son likes ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Have you tried chicken waffles?
I have, and those are quite delicious. I never thought they would be, but it's good.
I think it's disgusting. So you got a lot of waffles. Belgian waffles, I don't know the difference other than maybe they're Belgian. They seem thicker.
Yeah, thicker, not like an Eggo.
Lego My Eggo. Remember those commercials? Back in the day, you guys remember it. Lego My
Eggo.
Great commercials. People,
yes,
you got to watch YouTube those videos after you watch this.
Yeah. After.
That'll take you down a rabbit trail from great videos.
Maybe we post a link down there so someone can find it.
We'll think.
All right.
If you're special today.
All right. What else is it today?
Kobe Bryant Day.
Ooh, and I think you might know who he is.
I do know who he is. Actually, you know what? I actually saw him play one time, actually practice when I lived in Chicago for 5 years when he was on the Lakers. He actually came to our school, and because we were in downtown Chicago, NBA teams would come practice at our gym.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool. And so I got to see him actually playing, warming up in a different environment than a regular game. And that guy, I mean, he was flicking shots from half court like it was nothing.
He's like an all-time great. And you, being the basketball aficionado that you are, I can only imagine the highlight of your life that must have been.
It was amazing. Anyways,
you're so lucky.
Long live Kobe Bryant. Of course, he passed away a few years ago, sadly, with his daughter. And so that's sad. I guess that's why he gets a national holiday.
He should be remembered. He should get a day.
He gets it. He gets today.
What else is it, John?
International Strange Music Day.
Does that mean like the Doors, or what do you think that means? Like,
sure. I don't know much strange music. I'm not really I'm an aficionado in basketball, but I'm the opposite of whatever aficionado is in music. I'm a non-aficionado in music.
Well, I think strange is anything you're unfamiliar with, so that doesn't mean it's bad or good. It just means it's something you're not familiar with. So that means adventurous. That means exploration. That means learning new music. I like this holiday.
Yeah, I figured you would. So International Strange Music Day, good for you. Who's your favorite International Strange Music band? Go ahead and post that below. All right, enough about what that is. Let's talk about our episode today. Here's our topic today. Most Americans can't buy a nearby home. I thought this was interesting, because I'm in real estate. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys knew that out there. Have I ever told them that I'm in real estate? Most Americans can't buy a nearby home. Now, that's sad to me. Like nearby to what, I guess, is the first thing. And typically what that means is nearby to your work, nearby to maybe your church or things you do or family or other people you want to be by. Most Americans cannot buy a nearby home. The headline of this says, the second quarter of this year, comparison of selling prices. Median prices are typically $388,000. This is nationally. Across the entire U.S., $388,000. Median income, $96,300. So you have homes that people are looking to buy are almost $400K, and they make as a median, the average, the middle is almost $100,000. So they found that 40% of U.S. residents can't afford a home at that price. Only 40%. So we have 60% that cannot afford a home in the area that they want to be in.
See, this is what breaks my heart, because when people come to me and they want to get financed for a mortgage to buy a home, and I have to break it to them, it's really, really difficult.
You got to break it to them that either they can't get financed or the amount that they want to get financed, they can't get financed for that level.
And they are moving further east because of that. I'm seeing that for sure. It will be nice when we start to see incomes and shelter costs meet again.
Yeah. So two things the article talks about that makes this difficult for 60% of Americans not being able to afford a home in the area that they want to be. One is interest rates, of course, hovering around 7-ish%. And the other one is prices. Price of homes have just gone crazy over the last basically 3 years since COVID. Prices have shot up, which is unbelievable to me as well, because we've had a good steady run up since 2011, basically, up to the last crash. So we've had a good 12 years of market run up.
I would agree with that, John.
I know you would.
Same experience. We're in the same industry.
We kind of got that figured out. So yeah, it's difficult. Now, it's difficult for people to make that purchase and get homes that in the area they need to be. So they do what you mentioned. Here in Florida, we're up against the coast, so you really can't go west unless you want to get a boat and live on the water. You have to go east, and the farther east and the farther north you go here from Naples, Bonita, Estero, Fort Myers area, the farther inland you go and the farther north you go is a little bit less expensive.
Yep.
There's more land, there's more area out there, but it is a longer drive. We have people that come to our church, they live in Alva. It's like an hour and 15 minutes from our church.
But these people are also forward thinking, John.
Are
Alva
they?
is going to be a booming place, and where everybody else is still increasing in value, theirs is going to be increasing faster.
And they have. People are appreciating that area, those areas that have a little more elbow room, non-community type stuff. And that's the area a lot of people are moving to, people who work hard, but maybe their income isn't, $100,000 combined. They need to find something that's around $350,000.
Look at Charlotte County.
Punta Gorda, all up in that direction. Good. Yeah. All right, so if you want more info on this article, there's a lot more info in there. I'll post a link below with some of the info on why most Americans cannot buy a home nearby their area they want to be. Let's jump into the market news. This is really exciting today. We're going to talk about
the consumer price index and the rate of inflation. This is what I've been harping on. This is what I've been getting excited about, and it did come down another half a point. 4.7%, when remember we were at 9.5%, something like that.
Now, what does that mean for the average Joe?
That means the rate at which things are increasing in cost, and it comprises a whole bunch of different factors. It's not moving very fast. They don't expect it to move a whole lot more this year, probably in light of the recent Fed hike.
Okay.
But we're going to start seeing some mortgage rates start to come down.
Okay.
Get ready, because we're going to be going back to bidding wars when that happens.
Completely agree. When we see the rates start to come back down, people who have been on the fence and have been concerned that we're at the top of the real estate market and it's just going to go down, you're going to be surprised. Well, you shouldn't be surprised. You're watching this. I'm telling you right now.
Hello.
The sirens are going off. Anyways, and I did see a report as well, too, market news. If you want to talk about my market news that I have for a minute. I've seen a lot of reports from Redfin, Zillow, Trulia, all of the big, companies like that. They were thinking about 7 months ago that we were only going to have a negative equity in homes, but now there's not equity, but home price increase. But now they're saying anywhere from 3 to 4% home price over the next 12 months. So now they've switched their stand because it didn't drop like they thought it was going to. It stayed steady and now started to tick up around the U.S. in many areas in regards to home prices. So anyways, enough about real estate. We don't want to talk about real estate.
Yeah, let's
connect
talk about going back to me opening my new business.
Yes.
And when you do that, you've got to get business cards. You've got to get T-shirts. You've got to get coffee mugs. You have got to get yourself all swagged out.
Swag it.
So I called Lisa Mina, owner of Sprint Printing.
She's awesome.
In our network.
She's awesome.
Within a few days, she had my business cards ready for me.
Just like that, guys.
I needed it that fast.
That's why they're Sprint.
They're
fast. They're Sprint Printing. Her husband, Martin, they're fantastic. They own and operate the Sprint Printing for years. They have another location now on the Cape. They are just fantastic people. They will take wonderful care of you with any type of needs. Like if you need some of these, I'm going to hold your mug here for a second. If you need something like this with your logo on it, that's your old logo. We're going to get you some new ones. They will take care of that for you. They do all that stuff.
And so easy to work with. And for me, I never thought that printers still did stuff because I thought that was kind of like, letterhead like in the day. And They do all kinds of things. They even wrap cars.
They're awesome. Reach out to them. They're here in Bonita Springs. And like I said, they're also in Cape. They have 2 offices. They will take care of you for all your needs. If you need their contact info, we will post that below for you guys. Reach out to Martin and Lisa. Tell them John and Denise sent you, and they'll take great care of you.
Sounds good.
Anything else you want to talk about today?
No, I'm so good.
Talk to you guys next week. Have a great week.